Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Kalonda Casey. I am 64 years young and we are coming to the end of the year. Oh my goodness, where did 2024 go? It just floors me that we are almost to New Year's Eve. And hence why I have on this beautiful sequin top and these beautiful sparkly earrings, this necklace. I just wanted to do something nice for you all and for myself to welcome in the new year. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I would love it if you would do so. Click the bell to be notified for every video I drop. Like this video and leave a comment. We are growing this community and it means the world to me that you all are here. So what are we going to talk about today? We are talking about my favorite makeup products of 2024. Now, a couple of these may be older than 2024, but I was introduced to them this last year and I wanted to share them with you all. So without further ado, let's push in and let's get started. My first category are eyeshadow palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes. I think you all know that eyeshadow is my favorite part of doing my makeup. If you haven't figured that out by now, that's what I love to work on. And so what are my favorite palettes? I believe this came out either in early 2024 or late 2023. And it is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 Matte Eyeshadows. And I will show you why I love this palette so very much. And as you can see, it is well used. Down here is the warm side of the palette, and up here is the cool side of the palette. There are also cream eyeliners right here, and I hardly ever use those, but I do like the fact that he put a cover over these so they do not get messed up. But I absolutely love this palette. I reach for this more times than not when I am trying to do a matte eyeshadow look. Patrick Ta has it going on. Let's talk about a palette that is quite new to me. In fact, I have three palettes that are very new to me, and this one is the Ethereal Eyes, the Moonlit edition by Makeup by Mario, and I love this palette. Why do I love it so much? Because it has both warm tones and cool tones. It has shimmers, so whereas the Patrick Ta, if I want to wear a shimmer, I have to grab for another palette or a single eyeshadow, and not with the Makeup by Mario. And it is so pretty. And let me tell you a little secret about this palette. These four eyeshadows were meant to go together. These four are meant to go together. Same over here. And I think that's genius. Of course, you can use whichever palettes you want. The only thing about this palette is it does have a little bit of fallout. So you have to be careful when it comes to that. But that's really easy to clean up. It's really beautiful. I love this palette. Let's talk about a new palette that I really love, and it's the Huda Beauty Icy Nude. And when I show it to you, you're probably going to be a little afraid of it because there's a lot of sparkle and shimmer. It's hard to get open sometimes. Okay, very, very pretty. Extremely pretty, very icy and very cool tone. But the color palette in this palette is beautiful. The color wave is beautiful. Now, some of these shadows do look rather chunky, but I'm going to show you something. They're almost creamy. They're very, very pretty. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can focus in, if my camera will get that. Very, very pretty. And here's the gold and the silver. I love them. Let me put them on the back of my hand. They are so pretty. Personally speaking, I think she does shimmers better than anyone else. Huda is extremely talented. She must have a really good lab behind her work. And I just think it's beautiful. And If you are eyeshadow crazy like I am, the rumor on the street is this is her last large palette. She's only going to make quads going forward. I kind of believe that. A lot of work goes into these palettes, and not that a lot of work doesn't go into the smaller palettes, but maybe they're a little bit more user-friendly. She feels like she gets more bang for her buck. I'm not really sure, but if you're a collector like I am, this is a great palette. All right, so say that those palettes are out of your price range. The ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette is beautiful. Look at all of these shadows that you get, and the price point is much less than these that I've shown you below. I think that this is a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and whenever I wear it, it wears very long. It looks beautiful on the eyes. I have to be careful with the shimmers because, again, there is fallout, but that's okay. I know how to work with it, and it's just a beautiful palette and so easy to use. And I just love how there's so many warm colors mixed in with cool colors. It's a very versatile palette and one that everybody can use. Next up is foundation. I get so many questions on foundation. So let's talk about my skin. I have dry skin, I have a lot of texture, I have enlarged pores, and so these are the foundations that work for my skin type. My number 3 is the E.L.F. Soft Glam Foundation. It is beautiful. It has been said that it is a dupe to the House Labs foundation, and I kind of see that, but to me it's not an exact dupe because I'm going to tell you why. I like this better than the House Labs, and the price point is amazing. If you haven't tried this, I highly recommend you doing so. My number 2 is the Fenty Beauty. Oh my goodness. When my friend told me about this foundation, I knew that I had to get it because she and I have very similar skin. She doesn't have all the texture like I do, but she's about 8 years younger than me. And so I thought, well, she's a makeup artist. She works mainly on mature women. And if she's recommending this to me, I'm going to get it. And do you want to know something? I drove to the Sephora at Kohl's that very day and picked up my own bottle. I was so excited to get this, and I do use this a lot. The other thing I want to tell you about Fenty Beauty, they have so many shades. I am amazed at the shade range that Fenty Beauty has been able to pull off. I think they're probably one of the best in the industry. Oh, and did I tell you that one pump is all I need? It's fabulous. Drum roll, my number 1 foundation, and you probably have guessed it, is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. To me, there isn't anything like it on the market. These two are very close, but the Huda Beauty is my favorite by far. So good. Now, there's been some discussion about this foundation. First of all, people are like, well, it's in a plastic tube, so it's, you know, what's so fancy about it compared to the packaging of this, which is in a glass bottle. Okay, what I love about this is the fact that it travels well, the price point is way less, and what are you paying for? Are you paying for product or are you paying for packaging? So Easy Blur by Huda Beauty is my number 1. I love it. But let's talk about face primers. I do not use a lot of face primer, but when I do, I grab for a drugstore face primer. That's right. It is the NYX The Face Glue. And yes, it does look like a bottle of glue. It does. I think it's genius packaging. the cap comes off and literally it looks like glue, and a little bit goes a very long way. I put it into this area where I have texture. If you're an oily skin girl or you have enlarged pores, that sort of thing, try this out. It is not expensive, and of course I have everything linked down below, and I also link everything in the very top comment in the comment section. I pin the first comment so that it's easy for you to find. Let's talk about eyeshadow sticks. I am such a fan of eyeshadow sticks. I am becoming more of a fan as I get older because they're easy to blend, they're easy to work with, they look good on our crepey eyelids, and you can blend them with your fingers. And it always amazes me at how good they look. I am especially fond of the Thrive, and these are called Brilliant Eye Brightener. And all of these are matte, and I love that. Now, if I am going to use a shimmer on my eyelids, I will grab for a different brand, but it's not my favorite brand. But for the movable eyelid, it is something that I can use and get out the door fast. And so these are amazing. I highly recommend these. Let's talk about bronzer. I was such a fan of another bronzer for such a long time, and this year I changed my mind, and I am now using the Merit Cream Bronzer. It's what I have on today. I love this. It's such a pretty color. It doesn't have any redness in it, and I think it just looks a little bit more natural, and it blends like butter. And that is important when you are bronzering, contouring, whatever you want to call it. And the Merit Beauty is my go-to. Now let's talk about powder bronzing. Again, I'm talking about a drugstore priced product. It is the Sephora Collection Bronzer, you guys. It is so pretty. It is soft. It looks beautiful on mature skin. Now, it does have a little bit of a scent, but it dissipates immediately. I can't smell it after I swipe it on my face. I'm telling you, I was paying $60 for a bronzer that I absolutely hate, and it's almost hardly used, and it just doesn't even look good. And so many people I know uses that bronzer, and I think they should switch to this one because I think they're going to like it a lot better. But anyway, this is beautiful. I want to talk to you about cream blush. Cream blush is really my favorite form of blush, and I think it looks so beautiful on mature skin. And my favorite is the YSL Make Me Blush. I think these go on so pretty. They do not disturb the foundation underneath the product. A lot of cream blushes will, and it will become very patchy, and then you're working against your foundation and the cream blush to even it out, and sometimes it's very difficult to do. Not with the YSL product. It is so pretty, and I just love all of the colors. Now we are going to the other side of the price range for my second favorite cream blush, and it is drugstore, and it is the E.L.F. Camo blushes. I bought many of these myself. They've sent me a couple. I really, really like them. They are highly pigmented. Again, they do not disturb your foundation when you are applying these. You need to be a little careful with these because they are so highly pigmented. So put them on the back of your hand, swirl your brush, put it into your palm of your hand, and then apply it. These are wonderful. I think they are $7 each. I can't remember how much this one is, but they are extremely different in price. But they are both really good. Okay, so in most of these categories, I've had a couple of comparisons, but in my next category, I only have one. And it's because I haven't found anything in 2024 that I love more than this product. It is the Kosas Blush is Life blushes, the powder blushes. There isn't anything comparable. These are baked blushes. Okay, so today, to give you an idea, I have on this blush and I topped it with this blush on top. And I think they are so pretty. They are baked. They are so soft. You can see this is probably my favorite. And this one is called Dreamland because there's no dome. It's flattened out pretty much. And so beautiful. And I think they're worth the money. And remember, they're clean beauty. Kosas knows how to do it. This will be no surprise to you. Zero surprise to you. My favorite concealer by far that I have used in such a long time is French Face by Maxine's Revenge. I love this product. Mature skin friendly. It has stretching technology. It does not make my under eyes look dry, cakey, any of that. It just goes on like a dream. A little bit goes a long way. You can even wear this for foundation. The price point is a little bit higher than some, but because of the amount of product you use, I bet you're actually saving money with French Face. It is fabulous. A little dot here, a little dot here, and you've got a lot going on underneath the eyes. And when I use it for foundation, I'm telling you, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 8 dots on my face, and I get it all blended in and it looks beautiful. So this is definitely something you should investigate. It is a woman-founded company. She is here in the United States. She is the nicest person you will ever meet. Yes, she is my friend, and somebody asked me if I would recommend French Face if I wasn't friends with her, and the answer is absolutely yes, I would recommend it because I think it's so good. So pick yourself up some French Face. Let's talk about eyebrow gel. I love eyebrow gel. First of all, it's affordable. Second of all, it's easy to use. Third of all, it just is efficient. It works so well on anybody that has any sort of eyebrow hair. And forever and ever and ever, I was using the E.L.F. This is my #2 favorite. It is a fabulous product. It is not very expensive. I think it's $5 or $6. But as you can see, it is a pretty small tube. You will run out of this faster than the one I'm getting ready to show you. But as I said, this is an excellent product. I have started using in 2024 the Sephora Collection Tint and Eyebrow Gel. It is so good. The reason I switched to this is they had a better color for me. This one's called gray brown or brown gray, and it works beautifully. I really, really like it. And always remember, I think this is $13, but look at the size difference in the tubes. It's quite a bit different. So you do get more product. Always keep in mind that during the Sephora Savings event, all Sephora collection products are 30% off. And so that's when I stock up on these things because they are so good. All right, let's talk lipstick, which is one of my second favorite things that I wear on a daily basis. I seem to always have my eyes on and my lipstick. I am going to share with you my love for the Makeup by Mario lipsticks. I love the formula. I love the colors. I love everything about Makeup by Mario lipsticks. There's not anything I can tell you that I don't love. It feels good on my lips. It looks good. It stays on. It plays nicely. It doesn't run into fine lines and wrinkles. It is a fabulous formula, and I own every single shade in his line. I love it. It's definitely my #1 lipstick. Love Makeup by Mario. My second favorite lipstick is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Velvet lipstick. Oh my goodness. I just started wearing this about 2 or 3 months ago. I know what you're thinking. That looks kind of dry. It is dry. But when you put it on your lips, it feels like velvet. It does not dry out my lips. It looks absolutely stunning on. I tend to not like an extremely matte lipstick look, so I always add a gloss right in the center on top, and I am good to go for the day. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now, if you are a matte girly and you like that look, this is going to stay on you for hours and hours. It's very, very pretty. Now let's talk about my 2 favorite lip glosses. I have 2, and guess what? They're all drugstore. I really like them. I love anything by ColourPop. So pretty. It feels amazing on the lips. This is not expensive. It's by ColourPop. This particular one comes in a set, and it's just beautiful. And the set is $12. That is unbelievable. The next one is by Maybelline. It's the Lifter Gloss. I don't think I need to talk so much about this because I think everybody has used this, or if you haven't, you should explore it because it's fabulous. I like the tube. I like the formula. It's really pretty. They're highly pigmented, so you can wear them on their own. Very, very nice product. Again, drugstore, so you're not spending a fortune for a lip gloss. Let's talk about lip liners. I know you already know what my favorite lip liner is. You already know. I know you do. And that is the Makeup Forever liners. They are so good. I own every single color. There are a lot more than this. And my favorite is Wherever Walnut. I believe it is a universal shade. Everybody can wear it. I think I have on Versatile Chestnut today. Very pretty, and it looks great. And I'm telling you, these are amazing. They just glide on. You can also use these on your eyes, but I don't. It's just a personal preference. I like to keep my eye products separate from my lip products. It's just who I am. But anyway, these are great. Let me talk about mascaras. I have 3 that I love, and okay, one of them has been on repeat since 2023, but we're just gonna put it in because I love it so much, and that is Bad Gal Bang by Benefit Cosmetics. It's absolutely wonderful. It really gives va-va-voom lashes. It's the length that is fantastic. And this applicator is silicone, and I think that's how you get that length. I love Bad Gal Bang. I think it's a great mascara. Something that is brand new to me this year in 2024. I probably had this mascara for 2 months, and this is the Exagger Eyes by Charlotte Tilbury. If you have heard about this mascara, everything you have heard is correct. The wand is arched, so it really gets into those lashes. The applicator is bristle, so it really adheres to those lashes and it gives you the thickness plus volume. The only thing I have to say about this mascara is when you first start using it, be careful with it because the formula seems a little wet and it can make somewhat of a mess on your eyelids. So just be careful with it. I just learned to wipe it off on the tube. By the way, speaking of the tube, this is very bougie. This is glass and it is so luxurious. It's beautiful. Look how pretty it is. It's such a pretty tube. But that doesn't mean so much to me. What means more to me is the product that's inside the tube. I don't care if the tube is just a white tube. I want my lashes to look fantastic. So let's talk about my number 1. My number 1 is the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. I have been using this on and off for close to a year, and every time I go back to it. Again, bristle applicator here on the ends. It just is fabulous. I don't know what she puts in this. It's not that expensive. It has great gripping, highly pigmented, and it keeps my curl in all day long. It's a really beautiful mascara. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend you do. We are getting down to the end. If I am going to wear eyelashes, I am going to wear the velour cluster lashes. To me, they are the best on the market. They stay on all day long. They do not poke into my eye. They look extremely natural. They go under the lashes, not on top. And I just love them. They're so pretty. And so the cluster lashes were introduced to me this year and I love them. Now we are going to talk about setting sprays. And I'm going to do something a little different here. Okay, first of all, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray is fantastic. I love it. This is what I use every single day. It is fantastic for my dry skin and it looks so pretty on. My makeup looks pretty. It's just a part of my routine that I can't be without. Now, is this good for my oily skin, girls? No. If you are normal to oily or you have an event where your makeup needs to look fantastic, stellar, cannot move, it is the One Size Beauty, and this is On Till Dawn, and it goes on like a hairspray. Do not inhale this when you're putting it on your face. Hold your breath, spray it. Let me see if I can show you see if this will capture on the camera. So it's a fine mist, just like hairspray. So don't inhale and breathe it in. It's fabulous. My friends that are makeup artists use these on their clients for weddings and photo shoots and all of that good stuff. So these are the two setting sprays that I highly recommend. And I think they both are fabulous. Nope, they are not drugstore price. And yes, they are worth every cent. Last but not least, we are going to talk about two powders that I really do love. One of them will not be a surprise for you. I'm going to save that to the very end. I am going to talk about the Kosas Cloudburst powder. It is so pretty. This is new for 2024. And I lean towards pink powders because of the brightening effect it can have. This feels like silk on your skin. It really helps where those pores are, and it's just a beautiful powder. I really like this. It comes in several colors, but what I love about this powder is it's pressed and you can keep it in your handbag. So you would need to take a puff or a brush or do exactly what I just did and use your finger. Excellent, excellent product. Last but not least, and this is new for 2024, it is the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Setting Powder. It's the Ultra Blur, and it came out about 4 months ago, and I love it in the rose, which is also a pink powder. So pretty. Again, I just rub it in. Really pretty. Such a beautiful powder. It is my favorite setting powder ever. It just gives a beautiful blurred effect, which is lovely. Oh, and by the way, it's talc free, and so is this one. And remember, Kosas is clean beauty. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I definitely enjoyed making it for you all, and I think all of these products are so wonderful, and you will see them time and time again. 2024 was definitely the year for blushes. Blushes were huge. Everybody came out with a blush. And I hope that doesn't happen again in 2025, because how many blushes can we all own? But I'm hoping that in 2025 we see more foundations, especially foundations for the mature skin. And I wouldn't mind seeing some more cream eyeshadows. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I don't have any idea what is coming in the future. And so we're all going to be surprised together, and I'll look forward to bringing you new products through 2025. I'm going to have two lists, a love list and a get rid of list. And that way I'll know at the end of 2025 what to film for this particular video. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off for now, and I will see you in 2025. Bye.